Welcome to the Handed Down Kitchen, where we bring antique recipes out of the past and back into the kitchen. Today we're going to show you how to make an Edwardian recipe for Espagnole sauce, one of the 5 mother sauces of classic French cooking. Espagnole sauce is usually served with all sorts of meat dishes. We made it to go with this dish of the same age for fillets de boeuf à la béarnaise. We found this recipe and the others for the fillet steaks and the béarnaise sauce in our copy of High-Class Cookery Recipes by the National Training School for Cookery, which was published in 1909. And to make it, you will need the following ingredients. About 1 pint and 3/4 of beef stock, 2 ounces, that's 57 grams of butter, same weight of plain flour, 1 small bouquet garni, 6 mushrooms that have been sliced, 1 carrot that's been diced, 142 millilitres of tomato puree, 1 small onion that's been finely sliced, 1 shallot that's also been finely sliced, 2 ounces, that's 57 grams of bacon, again chopped into small pieces, and 1 glass full of sherry. Start by melting the butter in quite a large pan over a low heat. First, fry the small pieces of bacon in the butter until these begin to brown. Then add in the carrots, the onions and shallots. We quickly mixed in each one to coat with the butter before adding the next. These 3 chopped vegetables make up what's called a mirepoix, the cooked vegetable flavour base of sauces and other savoury dishes, something we learned from this book. Remember, this was a training book for ladies who wished to become cookery teachers in their own right, so they'd have to learn all of these technical terms. Next, add in the sliced mushrooms and continue to fry all of these together, still over a low heat, for about 5 more minutes without allowing them to brown. Add in the flour and stir this in to completely coat the vegetables and absorb the butter to make a roux. Don't worry if it looks clumpy, this is how it's supposed to look. Now we're going to move on to our wet ingredients. Start by pouring in 1 pint of the stock and stirring this in. Then add the tomato puree. And then the bouquet garni. Ours was made up of bay leaf, thyme and parsley, the traditional combination for Espagnole sauce. By this point we'd followed all of the instructions to a T, but knowing that we'd have to strain this mixture later on, we decided to add in 3/4 of a pint more stock, as the sauce did seem to be too thick. And last but not least, add in your glass full of sherry and boil up the sauce. You can also add in a little extra sherry if you'd like a more liquid sauce. Now our sauce is all cooked and ready, we're going to strain it through a sieve so that it's nice and smooth and ready to serve. We still ended up with quite a thick sauce, much thicker than any Espagnole sauce we'd seen before, but that's the way it was taught at the school. After all, it does say in the book that the recipes have been tested by all trained staff members before being accepted as correct and published in this book. Regardless of the thickness, we couldn't get enough of this sauce. The flavours were unbelievable. Not bad for a recipe that's more than 110 years old. We hope you enjoyed this video. If so, please leave us a like, and if you'd like to see us recreate more antique recipes, be sure to subscribe to our channel. You can also find full instructions for this recipe and many more on our website, linked in the description box below.